defender in front of 3 here, he's supposed to cover this guy, but once the play starts, he drops off, giving this guy inside leverage, and he's just gone. Cornerback is lined up with too much inside leverage, and it's because he knows the routes going inside before bullet and pass leading outside for a very easy one-play touchdown away from the defender. And the motion that I made changed the defense, which is something that shouldn't really happen, but it essentially gives me outside leverage, and it also dropped this cornerback down into a press look, which he really shouldn't be. As you can see now, he just runs right around this.
Need more help or just want to show your support? Then head over to my Patreon and join my team, where you can get exclusive content like ebooks and bonus plays, as well as early access to my vids and more. Link in the description below.
Welcome back, Money Team. This is Mad Money Shots. Another college cheese as always. In today's video, I recently put out 2 gameplays back-to-back using a new offense out of South Alabama called the Gun Deuce, which is an offense that I originally found in Pitt, but it's in a lot of different playbooks, and the 2 plays that I was using were only found in South Alabama. So I wanted to give you guys a one-play touchdown against every single defense in the game from this formation, because no offense in the game is really complete without that. So I'm going to give you guys that play out of the mesh spot. Before I do, if you guys want to see more videos like this, please make sure to be a subscriber, hit the like button, let me know in the comment section. If you guys need more help or more money plays, you can download any of my ebooks instantly simply by clicking links in the description or the top pinned comment. Now, this particular offense is not necessarily geared towards passing the ball as much as running the ball, but the mesh spot was one of the most used plays that I was using in that gameplay, especially when it comes to passing the ball, aside from a lot of run plays. This is pretty much a run-heavy offense, but the mesh spot does have some versatility, so let's go and let's pick that. And on defense, we're going to start off with cover 2 like we always do in cover 2 zone. Now, if I haven't shown this play enough, you can always work these double drags, which is something that's going to get open against just about any defense, whether it's man or zone. So keep that in mind. Now, when it comes to cover 2, these tight ends being in so close really help to pull these safeties inside. So I'm just going to put the wide receiver on a streak, because you don't have to put both. And you can see if I get a good bullet and pass lead, I can get outside around that safety for a very easy one-play touchdown. Now, obviously, I'm at a huge disadvantage as far as personnel, but you can see how easy that is. As we're going up against one of the highest rated defense in the entire game in Ohio State, the national champion Ohio State. So let's go and let's back out. We'll continue to move over to cover 3, starting off a cover 3 match. Now, for cover 3, there's 2 ways to do this. Since it's a cover 3 match, the easiest way is going to be with a slot fade concept. As when we motion this receiver over, you notice it motions out the tight end as well, and turns this into essentially a slot or a gun trips formation, or a trips formation, basically out of shotgun. So with this look now, we're going to have a lot more options open up to us, as all we have to do is put the B receiver here on a wheel, and then put the X receiver here on a post. And that's all we're going to do. We still have our double drags. We still have a lot of different things going on here, but this slot post is now going to get open very easily over the top of the cornerback, because we got another very easy one-play touchdown, even though, once again, like I said, we're using one of the worst teams in the game against one of the best teams in the game. And just to show you guys too, because I know that sometimes people think that this might be against like a lower level difficulty, but it's not. It's against Heisman. Now, against cover 3 regular, it's going to be a slightly different setup. So let's pick cover 3 sky. So for cover 3 regular or cover 3 match, this setup will work. We're going to motion this guy across once again and put him on a post. And then we're going to put the Y receiver here on a streak, although we got to wait till this guy sets up to actually put him on a post. And we're going to custom extend that post up to about 20 yards, right around where that safety is. Block the running back and put the tight end here on a corner route, the A tight end on the corner route. We'll go and we'll custom stem him down. So that corner route is designed to hold the corner down while the B receiver gets open over the top, as we have another very easy lane here. As you can see, like I said, even with South Alabama, one of the worst teams in the game, I didn't even know this was a team. So next up, we're going to pick some cover 4s, like cover 4 match, starting off with cover 4 quarters. Now, for cover 4 quarters and pretty much all cover 4 match, you always have to have 5 receivers at the line of scrimmage. At least that's the easiest way to do it. As I'm going to motion the running back out, put him on a post route, then I'm going to put the A and Y tight ends on streaks and the B receiver on a comeback. And you're going to see how this running back here, now that we have 5 routes going over 10 yards, one of them is always going to be forgotten, because there's only 4 deep defenders that cover over 10 yards, making this a very easy one-play touchdown. As you can see here, this is just a blitz that's pretty constant when it comes to this particular style of defense. As you can see, nobody covers this running back once he crosses the field. We got routes pulling back all the safeties, and this guy's wide open for a very easy one-play touchdown. Usually cover 4 palms is different, so let's do that next. Against cover 4 palms, it's a slightly different setup, because they're going to prioritize the receivers differently. As if I put this guy on a post, if I put the running back on a post this time, he's going to get picked up. But if I put him on a streak and I put the wide receiver on a post, then I put A on a streak, put B on a comeback route, do the exact same setup, just flipping those two receivers, you'll notice how the RB receiver is going to get matched late, and he's going to be a very easy one-play touchdown because the quarter flat, or whatever this defender is, thinks he's supposed to cover the flat before he realizes that that's his assignment. That's just a delay when it comes to recognition as far as these defenses are concerned. You're going to see this defender in front of 3 here. He's supposed to cover this guy, but once the play starts, he drops off, giving this guy inside leverage, and he's just gone for a very easy one-play touchdown right up the seam. You also have the potential for the X receiver. As you can see, this guy drops down and gets right in front, almost like a press look. So if this happens, a lot of times he can just run right past the receiver here. So just be aware of that. Anytime you see the cornerbacks drop down due to an auto motion that you make on offense, there's an opportunity there for an easy one-play touchdown. And if we go to the replay once again, the motion that I made changed the defense, which is something that shouldn't really happen, but it essentially gives me outside leverage, and it also dropped this cornerback down into a press look, which he really shouldn't be. As you can see now, he just runs right around this, and we bomb it up for another easy one-play touchdown. Now, that's all the cover 4 and all the matching style defenses, although we do have cover 6, which I could also do. We're going to do cover 6, cover 9, which is really going to be the same thing. Now, this is a matching style defense, but it will only match if you make adjustments a certain way. You can keep it a non-matching style defense, where essentially the easiest way to beat this defense is just to find the cover 2 side and beat it the same way that we beat cover 2, which on this play is going to be on the left side because this defense is half cover 2, half cover 4. The cover 4 side is going to be more of a matching style, but the cover 2 side as is not going to match unless I make adjustments to make it match. It's really strange how you can control a defense, but either way, all we're going to do is locate that cover 2 side, which like I said is on the left side. You can tell because the cornerback is closer to the line of scrimmage on the left side than he is on the right side. Put the Y tight end on the streak. You put A on the streak too, just to pull these safeties back, and you'll notice how the X receiver here can get open outside for a very easy one-play touchdown, just as long as you wait for it to get over the top of the cornerback once again. Now, that's one way to do it, but we already discovered also that if you motion this guy across, that a lot of times it'll also bring the cornerback down into a pressing mechanic. So if you want to try to just bomb it up, you can do that once again. I'm going to put the B receiver on a post just to pull that guy, or pull that safety inside, and you can see how once again we can just lob it up over the top, even though did he catch it? I don't know why he did a diving catch, but you can see the potential for a one-play touchdown once again, both ways. Next up, we're going to go back to cover 4 and do non-matching cover 4, which is going to be cover 4 drop field. Now, for cover 4, just put both tight ends on a streak, and you can throw this ball to either receiver you want. I'm going to throw to the X receiver, though, because he's better. We're going to put him on a post, and then the other receiver on a comeback route to hold the cornerback down and block the running back. And you're going to see how once this guy crosses the field that he's going to have an open window here, as we got to buy quite a bit of time, and it's not the easiest thing to do. We're going to call that a one-play touchdown, as it's not the easiest thing to do against Ohio State's defensive front. But you can see if we go to the replay how these streaks pull back the safeties, and the comeback route holds the cornerback down, allowing this guy here to just cross the field. There's just nobody covering him at all for a very easy one-play touchdown if you would have caught that in stride. So that's it for the zone coverages. We're going to do a couple of man coverages, starting off with man zero blitz. Now, there's 2 options when it comes to this play once again. And the real reason that I chose this play to make my one-play touchdowns with is the running back and the X receiver. The X receiver here, if I motion him across, will turn to a potential one-play touchdown play once again. As you can notice that the receiver starts with inside, or the quarterback starts with inside leverage, which is going to be a mistake because he's basically pre-reading that this route's going to run inside. So I'm just going to pass outside. I don't have to make any more adjustments, as I really just have to get a good throw away, and you can see how we can have a very big play against this cornerback based on the fact that I think it's just pre-designed that the game knows where the route's going, to the point where it's just basically giving that outside leverage up. So I'm just going to bullet and pass lead away from the leverage. It's really that simple. I'm also going to block. I can block this running back here to give myself a little bit more time. Put him in a check and release. Although I don't really like how this setup's looking. There we go. So you can check and release the running back just to pick up the extra defender to give yourself a little bit more time. But like I said, it's a really quick throw. You don't really have to worry about it. As you can see, we're getting very, very good results here. If I want to get to my fastest guy, the guy on the other side of the field is a little bit faster. So it's going to let us do that. He might run away from him that much easier. As we make that motion one more time, like I said, we'll block our running back, put him in a pass blocking assignment, and you'll see how it's going to be the exact same results. I just have to basically bullet and pass lead away, or really lob and pass lead away to the open side of the field for a very easy one-play touchdown. And if we go to the replay, you can see how this cornerback is lined up with too much inside leverage, and it's because he knows the route's going inside, which is perfectly fine by me because I'm just going to let that go inside before bullet and pass leading outside for a very easy one-play touchdown away from the defender. Now, you can throw to the running back as well, but in this situation, you're going to want to have to block the wide tight end so that his defender, which is on the other side of the field, when he turns into his own defender, he's not going to be able to affect the running back. But this will should give you enough blocking. As you can see, once the running back turns up the field, it's really all about how you pass, which is going to be a lob, and you're also going to lead away from the defender once again the exact same way. Even though we didn't get the one-play touchdown based on the fact that this running back's not fast enough, you can see how when he gets to this point, he's basically covered, but he's not covered to the outside. So since we have outside leverage, you're just going to lob and basically lead to that space, and you'll have an opportunity for a one-play touchdown once again. Now, that same wheel route is going to be the MVP when it comes to covering holes, so let's pick that. This time, we're going to put that wide tight end on a streak just to pull the safety to that side, and you'll notice how, once again, this running back here will get space outside for another potential catch and one-play touchdown. Like I said, it might need a little more speed, but you can see how it works the exact same way. Leaving us with the last defense, which is going to be cover 2 man, which is going to have a couple different options as well. So let's pick cover 2 man. This is going to be all about the X receiver once again, although the running back can get open. So we'll go and we'll streak both tight ends just to pull back these safeties. But realistically, the X receiver here is going to be the best. As you can see, we drop it in the bucket there. To get the catch and run is going to be a little bit tight. This might be the toughest defense to score a one-play touchdown against because it's really all about the throw. As you can see right there, he was over the top. I just didn't get a good throw, as we can get an angle for this play. As you can see, this quarterback, it looks like he's just lofted balls, but you can see how the receiver's getting over the top. So I'm gonna go ahead and do it one more time because of this sidearm lefty quarterback here, and you can see we finally get a good throw, as this guy is just, this quarterback's really bad. As you probably saw, if you watched the gameplays that I put out, you saw that I can't stand this left-handed quarterback. He turns like a rusty gate. But if you want to see some gameplay of me using more plays from this offense, I will have that popping up on screen right now. So just click links. And until next time, thanks for watching, man. Shit out.
Need more help or just want to show your support? Then head over to my Patreon and join my team, where you can get exclusive content like ebooks and bonus plays, as well as early access to my vids and more. Link in the description below.